Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Astro League Grand Final matchup here between Curse Australia and Plantronics.Mindfreak. Myksta, joined by Bioacid. We have two great teams here competing in this final for $2,200 for first place. Bio, what are your thoughts coming into this match?
You know, obviously best of the 5 series, S&D all the way down to it, and both these teams are known so well for their S&D skills. So my thoughts are we're in for a good night. Now, that said, it depends on how you play in the night as well. It could be a quick 3-0, could be a 3-2, could be a 3-1. I think most are probably thinking, well, let's hope it goes for a 3-2. But at the same time, some people might be there, I want to go to sleep, I need to do some stuff tomorrow. So maybe they're hoping for that 3-0, 3-1 sort of things. And that, put your tips in, let us know who you think's going to win.
Starting off on this first map, S&D on Sovereign will follow off with the Mindfreak team, of course, being on that offensive round. Straight off the bat, we're with Shocks as he tries to get a nade over onto that B-bomb room naked with the bomb. We'll be pushing on forward. Nade's going to be going out to try and clear that, but Curse, they're not anywhere near that top B building.
Yeah, Naked is trying to put that bomb down as he usually does. The trophy system is defusing some of those nades coming on in and the attacks as well, but the trophy is now being utilised and taken out of fruition. So Fighter sitting back a little bit red at the moment, as is Buzzin. They're both just chilling back here trying to watch. There's one person pushing in through Snake though. Buzzin drops down to say hello. It's going to be Izzy as he finds him. Chilling does pick up Shocks upstairs as Naked answers back on that. Now it is Naked and Buzzin up against Damage and Dan's. Oh, Damage down by himself.
Yeah, as he's going to be actually at bottom Snake as well. You see the players from Mindfreak, though. One's going to be actually checking that A side. We'll check which player that is, though, and that is actually going to be Naked. So with the bomb in hand, he's going to get that bomb down over on the A bomb, whereas his teammate is going to be over on to that top building. You see him actually rotating now, that being Buzzin. Damage is in a perfect position to really see that player there, but will he? That is the question. No, he didn't spot him. We did with Orca Mode, but he's still going to be lapping around. 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and we'll see if he can get this 1v2 defuse.
There's one there on Buzz, and now he's up against Naked. Apologies right now as well if I actually call any of these guys immunity because it dangerously changed the name to Mindfreak. But Naked is trying to be on that defensive side of things now. Obviously here at A, there he is putting his back to him. Damage coming out, and checking research. It was a smart enough area to think because a lot of players do like to hit in that corner down near that industrial fan. But Naked deciding against that and deciding to step in a different position this time around and getting the first round there for the Plantronics.Mindfreak team. Look at that, Naked. 3 players down in the 1 round.
Yeah, especially with that Plant to his name. He's going to be on a 4 streak, but Curse now are going to be on the attacking round. And I think to note, though, a lot of these S&D maps are obviously defense-orientated if you can get a good setup going strong, but Mindfreak opened it up with a good offensive round. Now, Curse, we know how strong they are on S&D. Is a first up. We'll take out that first blood, taking down Shocks on bottom Snake, but of course the Mindfreak players have adapted. They're going to be checking out through that bottom hallway area. As you see the players actually going up. Wallbang's going to go out from Izzo, though. Unfortunately, no players there to take those shots, and you see more shots coming out of the Curse players. Unfortunately, no connects as of yet, but Izzo's trying to get the nade on over. Will he get the tags? No, he won't. Ooh. Unfortunately, that nade falls short.
Yeah, it just didn't roll as far as he wanted to. The good old rolling thunders, I like to call them, those nades. Sometimes can go the distance, but sadly they did not have the arm for it. So he's going to see him now checking and testing the waters up here at A. Oh, here comes the stun though as he gets hit heavy by it. Fighter picks up Damage on the way inside. Fighter and Buzzard now. How can that Fighter by himself as Chillian picks up Buzzard who tried to peek and poke inside. The bomb's going down in the corner. Chillian will pick up the second one. And the attacking round like that will go to Curse. So both teams now picking up their attacking rounds. The other team to grab that defensive.
That's especially a little bit odd considering how strong these teams are actually on that defensive play. But I mean, if their offense is stronger, then there's nothing stopping them back. And you actually saw them actually open up with those first kills coming into that round, so that was definitely a huge factor into this. But Mindfreak back on the attack, and you're going to be seeing Naked likely with the bomb in hand. There we go, he's going to pick that up. But we'll stick on board with Fighter, as he's likely going to be running over to that ladder.
I think that's something that maybe the Mindfreak team has to perhaps look at changing here or there. So many times everyone knows you kill Naked, bomb has been dropped, because Naked is pretty much the dedicated bomb carrier across all maps. Now, I've noticed it a few different times they have picked up, maybe Shocks might grab it or Fighter might grab it here or there, but, 90% of the time it's always Naked. So I think as a team as well known as Mindfreak, you've got to worry sometimes about that. If your normal player always grabbing that bomb, it's just giving the other team that little bit of an advantage, so to speak, if they do kill that one person. But right now here in the round, it's 3v3 left, and these guys are going for that single back rotation to beat.
Of course, they are rotating around with that. Naked is still with the bomb, as you mentioned. Buzzon's going to be there with him. There is actually going to be one at that caution. Buzzon spots him after that second look, and they will get the kill off. And that makes it a 3v2 situation, but one player will actually be on that beat on. Buzzon will get shot in the back. 2v2 situation now. Naked trying to go for this plan as quick as he can. He'll get that bomb down. Shots are going to be going out towards him, though, as his teammates actually able to pick off that Curse player. Izay, the last one alive, 1v2 situation. And so far, those haven't really been favourable from the teams needing to go clutch. He's going to rotate over. He's got 30 seconds to make something happen. He's checking everywhere, but will he check over to his right directly? He's going to be going onto the stairs here. He sees one, but once again, he's going to get shot in the back.
Yeah, they had a perfect little pinch situation there. They had one person to his right, one to his left. No matter who he went for, the other person can easily pop out and get some shots going there. Shocks picks up his second kill there in that one round, so it's going to now put him a bit more on that board there. Fighter 1 and 3 yet to get up there. Denz as well, struggling at the start. He's only 3 rounds in, but still 0 and 2. You want to see, he does have an assist to his name. I'll give him that. Don't worry, Denz. I'm giving you something at least, but you want to give your team a bit more help, I think, at this stage. Again, one of the players that always grabs the bomb for that team. And sometimes I question it myself. I know you got strats to work out who has the bomb and all that sort of stuff, people. And I used to play competitive myself, but still, you have to get to a point where you've got to say, enough's enough. Let's just try something different. But Izay does have that bomb. Still a very slow round here. 30 seconds almost gone. No one getting picked up just yet. And thanks to Oracle Mode, we can see where the players are on the defensive side of things. Izay does have a few players to meet his match outside.
Of course, actually just touching back on that fact, you actually noted about the bomb carriers, but sometimes the players just play that much better with the bomb in hand. They can play that OBJ a lot better than any of the other players in their team, so that's generally the reason why they go for that bomb. But we actually do have the first pick getting taken down. Chilean dropping, and he was actually the one topping the board there for the Curse side. Izay decides he wants to try and risk it over on A. There is going to be one player on server, though. We can't see with Oracle Mode. Shots are going to go out. Both players spot each other now as he goes over into Zig. Denz will take down Buzzin over on the other side of the map. Fighter will take down Denz, though, as you're going to be seeing a 2v3 situation. Curse are trying to push over to this A side, but Mindfreak trying to have that covered as Damage takes one over on B Dom. As you can see them rotate over. One is around. Fighter will take down one. Damage in a 1v2 with 18 seconds left. The bomb down on A. He needs to get these kills. At least he needs to get one, but he won't be able to do it.
And that's the second round in a row that the Mindfreak team will pick up now, and Fighter put some more points on that board. 3 players down in that round. He was 1 and 3 at the end of the start of this round. 4 and 3 now, so a big round for him to really pick it up. Den's also got on the scoreboard, so I'll mention that. He's 1 and 3 as well, but 3-1 the score line becomes Uranus and the Sovereign, of course, 5th round coming to fruition right now as that team of MF will be back on the attack. And this is what I wanted to see. Thank you very much, Shocks. He heard my prayers. Insert prayers image of Puckett, but right there he does have that bomb, whether it was a mistake or on purpose, who knows, but he's going to hit heavy and hard up towards B. He
actually does get taken down earlier on, the same with Den, so now you're going to be seeing Fighter actually pick it up. So there you go, 2 different players having the bomb in this round. They're going to be checking a nade to go and clear out that B side. Of course, none of the Curse players are there, as you can see by the minimap, but it is a 3v3 situation, as they're just checking and poking. You actually do notice the other 2 Mindfreak players, you've got one now checking all the back over on that spawn side. The other one's going to be over on Snake now as he tries to cover his teammate, basically holding hands at the moment, but rotating around. They're a little bit hesitant to try and go into B, and that definitely is warranted. I don't want to be going into a B side that you might think Curse is going to be hovering over, but still Fighter's going to be checking everywhere. He needs to make a play eventually with this bomb, as only 40 seconds remain. But the question is, will he check the right corners? Will Cod Timer go in his favour? Apparently not for Naked or Buzzin', as they both do drop. Fighter left alive in a 1v3.
As we see that 1v3 situation, as you mentioned, mate, at least he has the bomb, it's going to help him out in that regard. We've got players left, right, and centre. One person going back up and down the stairs. Here's that comes in from behind with the Vector to take him down and make it now a 1-round gap compared to the 2 they started off with moments beforehand. Now here in the round number 5, gone. For those just joining us as well, yes, this is the immunity squad. Fighter, Shocks, Buzzin' and Naked, of course. They have changed, left that org, they've joined a new org, it is Plantronics, and they're known as Mindfreak now, of course. Mindfreak name has been around a little while in this region, and Naked has played for Mindfreak a few times in the past, and they're back under that name again. I believe at some point Riggs might be helping out with Docs in that sort of regard, so for those that want to know that side of the scene, there you are. But right now, Curse back on the attack. He's there again with that bomb. Dan's will pick up Fighter, though, outside that server room. Here on the right-hand side of the map, down towards A. And, they've slowed down a little bit, but if he kept pushing hard and fast, Pro could have put that bomb down without any interruptions.
Of course, they actually sent a split push here, so they had 2 players over on that B side. So while Denz was able to pick off that first kill, the call-out only came that there was 1 over on that A side. So they might think, okay, they might be actually trying to push this B side, and that player that generally goes on the other side of the map just was able to get, pick off that kill. Of course, they don't know that Izay, or they don't know yet that Izay has been going for this A side. But as you mentioned, if he went hard and fast, he would have been able to get this bomb down by now. and all they would have needed to do, or need to have done, would have been just defend, but still he's just going to be playing the cautious game because they can't afford to really lose rounds at this stage, especially with $2,200 on the line. Izay, though, will try to get the kill on Research. I don't know why exactly he contested that. His teammates are going to pick off the kills, and there you go, 3 drop. And Buzzin was the last one to fall. You'll see it here on the round-ending kill cam. Damage's perspective as he just clears out Nest, and it just gets the shots with the Vector.
As I was just trying to link that news article in the chat, but I got banned by Moobot. I said even before banned by Moobot, it happened anyway. Let's kind of give people that link regarding the changeover from, from the immunity side of things to the Plantronics side of things. For those that were wondering there in the chat, I did see a few people asking and querying about that. And I want to mention as well before, Shocks, when Shocks had the bomb, they could actually push down for a green there, down underneath the underpass side of things. And he then rotated back when Shocks got picked up, which is a smart play. But, that's why sort of you might give a different player that OBJ sometimes. Buzzing with that nicely cooked nade up high in towards this B area. Now he's going to check corner as he does that. Nice little roll, and that should help out as well. Fighter picks up Chileans in the background, now making a 2v4 bomb down here at 8.
Of course, you're going to be seeing them now and just need to defend. We'll jump aboard with the players from CurseAU. You've got Damage Dens, the double D combo left in a 2v4 situation. Now they're both going to be climbing up to these blue steps here, as there's going to be one right next to the B bomb. Dens last one alive. He's going to try and take down one. He will be able to get that first kill. 2 players left though. He's going to get shot in the side. He actually managed to pick off a double by mistake, but he still got taken down by the third player, the being Shocks. You'll see it here on the round in the kill cam. He's just clearing that one out. The call outs from his teammate and the help of the minimap told him exactly where he was. He was able to pick off that kill easy peasy, and that's going to be 4-3. But keep in mind, it was a 3-1 round count a couple of rounds ago, and now it's sort of evened up to that round-for-round basis. Ideally, we'll be seeing around 11 for our first map.
Just get that one in there. Big shout out to Myksta for putting me out with the mod there as well. And, I swear I'm dyslexic tonight because I keep calling BA and A there. I'm not too sure what's going on with me, but hopefully that'll come right later on throughout this night in this match that continues on through. But, one scoreline difference in between these two teams. He's going back and forth. But right now, it's always been Mindfreak sort of that advantage because they did get that 2 rounds in a row, and it's led them to keep that lead for the time being. Of course, now this is a slower round coming in. We've seen this from Curse a few times now. Here on Sovereign, the quick pushes weren't working for him. A bit more of a slow style has come sometimes to work, but I think Mindfreak is starting to catch on to that. You're going to see Izay pushing out through S right now, and there's one player, Shocks, waiting for him to poke on out. As one did push stairs at the same time, but Damage gets told to retreat back while Chileans tries to hold off a bit of gunfire.
One was actually going on the flank for Mindfreak. That was Fighter. He got taken down by Dens. So it's going to be, once again, a 3v3 situation. It's going to be evened up. And Damage, as you mentioned, has the bomb in hand. The players are actually going to be over in Snake. One of the players from Mindfreak is actually going to be checking the stairs now, Damage. As he gets shots on, he will be able to pick off that first kill. The second player from Mindfreak will get taken down by Dens as well. So Buzzin is the last one alive. This round could tie up the game here. But Buzzin's actually on the flank. He won't take down the first one. But Chilean was right there to take him down. It was a smart play there by Buzzin to just wait for him and possibly try to just, lure out the other players. But unfortunately, Chilean was already on the ball. He was on the mark and he took out the kill before Buzzin could do anything.
Here in the rounds, 4 and 4, and just like that, Curse had tied it back up. 8 rounds now gone, 9th round about to come up and out. We might be seeing a golden round number 11 at this time. It's getting pretty close to it as these guys get set up for this one. And again, Naked with that bomb. He's going to be pushing very quickly this time towards B. If he gets that trophy down, obviously the trophy's more of a, let people know that I'm here sort of thing. You'll see that Chileans just pick him up. And it's one of the things I've always questioned about as well. When you put that trophy down and people throw a nade in, they hear it, they realise people are right there, and then in comes a lot of gunfire. So sometimes you've just got to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. And right now the bomb will go down here at B, it would seem, by Shocks. No, decides to hang out high there at Crow's Nest.
Yeah, he was actually, speaking of trophy system, a nade went his way as he was trying to plant that bomb, so I think he would have been loving a trophy system if one was there. And for, luckily for him, he was able to stay alive in that, and they were able to actually take out the player that did try to push on forward, but it is still going to be a 2v3. So you got Fighter and Shocks, the duo from Mindfreak, make that just Fighter by himself. Takes down 1, 2 left remaining. That's going to be Dent and Izzy. The bomb is down as well in a little bit of a tricky spot, but still 30 seconds. He could rotate for the bomb, but it is seeming more likely that he will be going for these kills. One's right in front. He'll take down that first kill. Now it's a 1v1 situation. Up against Deds. Deds just going to be sitting back over on caution now, going underground. Just going to be playing it smart, it seems. But he's got plenty of time now, Fighter, to go for this bomb plan, and it seems like he will be doing that. Maybe Dens to be contesting it. It does seem like he will be. And there you go. The bomb's starting to get planted. The time was running out, and Dens just took advantage of that. Waited perfectly in a positioning over on that middle side of the map. You see him climb on up here in the round in the kill cam. I was able to pick off the kill when there just wasn't enough time remaining. Fido was so close to, to just stop. He hesitated a little bit before he went for that bomb plan. And if he hesitated a little bit more, he could have picked off that kill.
Yeah, it's funny. The COD timing is never... Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. Just seems that time around, Fido, he did everything he could to try and wait that out. He even set up so he'd watch that door opening and the window, but as soon as he put that bomb down and started that plant, that's when he showed up, and that's what always happens. But before that scoreline right now, Curse about to let this one away if they can. 2 players going to drop from MF, but Shocks does the back 1 on damage, so Shocks and Buzzin, Chilean, Dans and Izzy all left up in here in the round. Right now, a minute left still in the clock. Bomb in the hands of Izzy as we're used to seeing, but watch out for Buzzin with that R5 on the flank.
He actually saw him, one of the players from Curse about to check that A side. He could have had a perfect advantage on Buzzin, but, he didn't. He decided to loop back around. And right here you have Shocks, the lone player over on War Room now. He's going to get shot at. He's going to get taken down. So Buzzin in a 1v3. The bomb likely going to get planted soon, but he needs to hold out and try to take out this round to keep his team in map number 1. Now, he doesn't spot the player over on mid-street. He does now, but a player's also in Nest, and unfortunately, 2 players to choose from. He sort of hesitated in the middle, and he wasn't able to pick off that kill. That will be 6-4. Map number 1, and it goes to Curse. Still a best of 5 though. We got S&D Octane coming up next.
Yeah, a larger map, or in regards to how it's set up and spread out, so it will play out differently as it always does on those sorts of maps. That being said, though, will MF be able to tie back up 1 episode? Will Curse be able to increase the lead to 2-0 and almost lock this one out? Let us know in the chat, because I want to know what everyone thinks. Do you think that it'll be a Curse game? Do you think it'll be an MF game, an overall score? 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, etc. That's what I want to know. But as you said, S&D Octane, Myksta. I'm sort of feeling that MF could answer back, provided they get a few early rounds. That's just the thing. If Curse can just slow them down a bit, then I think Curse will be able to perhaps take this one out and get a 2-0. Of course, you got to watch out. Perhaps maybe mix it up and go for that overextension and try and work your way around the back for a broken there on your attacking rounds, and even on defense. Try and catch people off guard by pushing out very quickly and be aggressive, as they say.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be tipping Mindfreak to actually take out this map. I think, it's going to be another close one as we saw map number 1, but I think they might play a little bit more of an aggressive game and actually just trying to get up into Curse's face to try and just, play the objective on their attacking rounds and just play that defense on their defensive rounds. Of course, big shout out here to Benabus, who is here neutral hosting this entire match, so no need for changing lobbies. Of course, S&D Octane will be coming up next. He's just waiting on the signal for these players to be ready, but Bio already 1-0 in this second map. What are your predictions?
As I said, I think that MF will be able to grab this one out. I think in regards to the S&D on Octane, I just think they're perhaps a bit more stronger on Octane than the Curse squad. That being said, though, I haven't seen Curse play for a little bit now, so perhaps they've changed something up. Perhaps something is working differently for them now. I'll have to wait and find out, though. But I sort of feel that, MF will be able to grab this one and tie the series up back up 1 apiece. But right now, I was checking at the chat there as well. The few people are saying MF, 3-1, 3-2 MF. I see 1 there for Curse, 3-1. 3-2 though, but it doesn't say who's tipping to win. I think maybe, it's Curse there, he put in separate lines. So, it's a bit of a mixed match, I guess, so to speak, between the people in the chat. Some saying MS, some saying Curse, but, you're pretty much right no matter who you pick, because they're both very strong S&D teams. So in my mind, there's no wrong answer, but obviously at the end of the night you will be wrong, because only one team can win.
That is exactly right. And of course, remember to join the conversation here in the Astro League Grand Final by, either posting in the chat or via Twitter using the hashtag #AstroLeague. Now, you mentioned you're reading a couple of lines there in the chat. There was a lot of curses, a lot of mind freaks over on Twitter. It's the same concept. It's sort of around that 50-50 ground where these two huge teams here in the ANZ region just have their respective fan bases and their supporters here tuning in. Of course, tweeting out the stream definitely helps. I will make a tweet out myself, but S&D Octane going to be loading on up, and of course, all S&D here in the S&D 4v4 League. Definitely off to a great start here for Season 1. And of course, for those just tuning in, first place at the end of this best of 5 will take home $2,200. Second place will walk home with $1,000. So both teams getting something out of this, but I mean, the difference is pretty huge between 2.2k and just 1k.
All about that dollar bill, y'all. That dollar bill will make the money. But, ladies and gentlemen, while people were asking before, is this why people are starting off tournaments with S&D? This is because this is an S&D only competition. It's the first one in the Astro League. Don't worry, in the Astro League and the Astro Circuit, they also run a standard 4v4 rotation league as well. This is just something different, a bit more prize money in the line for teams, just to work on their S&D and play for a bit of cash at the same time. So don't worry, we are still doing what the rest of the world does as well and play the same sort of concepts. But it's just an extra competition on top of the normal stuff that you usually see. So that is why. But S&D time on Octane. Just going to scroll through the players. You sort of get a feeling for what's going to be happening when you look at Buzzin and he's rolling with an SMG on an S&D map. On a map like this. That being said, though, watch out for Chileans. He decided to pull that scope out. Den's on the defense as well with a thermal. And he's got a standard R5 from damage, and he's there with that Vector. So I'm assuming Ize will probably be the man to push up to Hotel with that Vector straight away. You're going to have Chileans obviously going towards Pawn, and the bottom Pawn looking out for that cross snipe. And Den's, he's changed over to an MTAR, so he might actually push out with Ize this time. Yeah, it looks like they will push out towards his defensive side, but on the attack we go with Fighter. You
actually noticed the whole of the Mindfreak team actually sent two over to those double Humvees. One was rotating over in the strip, and Fighter actually picked up the bomb. He was the lone person to cross over early to go over to B. He's in bottom motel right here. Buzzin will pick off the scope kill there on Ize. One's going to be on the 18-wheeler though, and Smoke's just going to be up there providing a little bit of cover so Fighter can get this bomb down. Now he will be able to do so successfully, but one of the Curse players will be pushing forward aggressively. He won't be able to pick off the kill, and there you go. Shocks will be able to take that one down, shutting down Dens and leaving only two players from Curse alive. Damage will take down one, and Naked takes down Chilean. So Damage is the last one up. He doesn't exactly see one to his left. We can with Oracle mode, but 29 seconds now left in this first round with the bomb ticking on down, ready for detonation as three players still up for Mindfreak, and Damage has his work cut out for him.
Yeah, Naked was actually chilling all the way over there near Humvees, and he was playing very smart. He knew that he was sort of being watched, so he's laid down behind Humvees and stayed there. He waited for a call to come from his teammates saying, yeah, I've got eyes on him. You're safe to move now. And that was Fighter, of course, picking up the kill anyway. But, it's a smart play. It's what you want to see. He knew he'd been spotted. Just stay there, wait it out. You've got two teammates still defending over towards that area and wait to get the call. You don't want to pretty much risk your life, just get picked off easily. And that's exactly what they did to pick up that round there from the Mindfreak side of things. Onto the attack. We will go now with the Curse squad. You got Damage with that scope out, heading towards front strip very quickly. Just checking things out. Few players crossing with that smoke up from the defensive side. Thanks to Oracle mode, we can see Dens picks up Fighter there at the front. As Chileans goes for the attack side of things, picks up one, can't see the second though. As Shocks will pick him down. It's going to be Shocks and Buzzin up against Dens and Damage with Ize still at the bomb.
Of course, Ize actually has one contesting him right here over on the truck. He didn't spot him, of course, with the smoke. And you see them now, Shocks and Buzzin need to play this one smart because they're just completely separated on opposite ends of the map. Shocks will be able to take down Dens, though, as that one player still is on the truck. Ize spots him, takes him down, so Buzzin is the last one up. He'll be starting this bomb plant now. Buzzin has rotated over, and of course, he has the scope in hand. He's going to be looking over at this bomb. He's waiting for this bomb to be planted, trying to see if he can pick off the kill, and he will. Now it's a 1v1. Buzzin taking on Damage. He spots him. He misses the shot by a mile, and he'll start pushing over to this bomb now, but he's still got that secondary as well, and he's going to start this defuse. Will Damage check that? Doesn't look like he will in time, and Buzzin will be able to get this defuse.
Yeah, very smart play by Buzzin, going straight for the bomb. You see it time and time again. So few players do it now because they're all so worried that, they're going to get caught mid-defuse. You just go straight for that defusal, and a lot of the time you will catch them off guard because they don't expect it to happen anymore like it used to. It's sort of starting to come back slowly, though. So I think more players will start to queue up and, keep more eyes on that bomb more often than not these days. Fighter once again with the bomb in his hands. Shocks is going inside a strip, but I don't know if he meant to go inside or not because he's managed to go inside and come out the side entrance, it would seem. Thanks to Oracle Mode, we see a few players crossing in towards front hotel. Their shots already going flying out here. Naked's picked up by Damage, though, clean in the head. With that sniper out, Shocks will try and find him perhaps, but the bomb's still in the hands of Fighter up top hotel.
Of course, you actually have Shocks at the bottom of Hotel as well. He's going to be bouncing the nade off the bus here, trying to get the shots in, but he did aim too low. He needed to aim for the ankles. He wasn't able to do so. Ize will be the one to take him down. Fighter takes him down in return. 2v3 situation here, Buzzin and Fighter. Fighter's still with the bomb, though, so he doesn't need to do any unnecessary rotations. But, of course, you're going to have Buzzin having possibly one rook straight into his face here because he is located in trip, but they're going to be rotating around now with the sniper out. It's not going to be ideal. One kill falls. Fighter will be able to take down that kill. Now he's left in a 1v2 situation. Of course, originally that 1v3, he's already got 3 kills to his name. Let's see if he can add another 2 to the total. We'll pick up the sniper rifle and see if he can get a couple of domes.
Do that now, see if he can get those domes. And we're going to see that double D combination coming up, though. Dens and Damage, of course, on the defense. Throw them Ds at you, people. Right now, though, Fighter here on our screens looking to put this bomb down. He may have been spotted, though. There he is there. Dens is just going to have his way with him. and get the kill just like that. Bomb will get defused, of course, as well, and that round will go in favour of Curse. You know, it's the first round, though, keep that in mind. So MS still in the lead. They'll be 2-1 up now, so the 2-0 they had moments beforehand, but that round, you know, the guys from Curse had a nice setup there, one watching mid, one watching B, and just managed to get the round for their team.
Is it bad that you could actually notice what Dens was doing behind Fighter, even though I was on Fighter's perspective, just by looking at the minimap? That's how obvious it was. Just putting it out there. But we got Curse on the attack. Of course, Izzo with the bomb like normal, but we're on board with Dens as going to be watching the crossover. Now, the players from Mindfreak, they pushed over 3 players crossing over into tunnel their last defensive round. They're not going to do it again. They're playing it back and they're playing more passive. They actually have one player from Mindfreak actually going to be in Mechanic, and that is going to be buzzing, trying to get a couple of crosses over, of course, over on to that double Humvee side. Of course, the player is there, does spot him. He's going to try and get that kill out before he actually takes down one of his teammates. He's waiting for that head to sort of poke out to get a clear shot, and unfortunately just hasn't been able to do so just yet, but the bomb has been planted. Izzy was able to get that down and get out of there. Buzzer will take out the first kill there on Dammy, who was lining it up for ages with 35 seconds now on the clock. Mindfreak, they have the numbers, but they need to get into this position to be able to go for this defuse.
Oh, yeah, you are exactly right. They're in no position to go for the defuse at all. They're not going to do it until they probably pick up one player or two. Just like that, Dans will tie it up. Shillings will help out with one on Fighter 2. Now it's a 2v2. Izzy and Dans up against Shocks and Naked. They got to watch out, though, in case one is pushed down for the defuse. They haven't. Naked just outside of Pawn right now. Sees one across them to the truck. There it is there now. 1v1, 12 on the clock. Izzy will wait it out until about 6 seconds. Then he'll probably poke out, check the bomb. There it is there. 6.5. Check the bomb. It's clear. We've got another round, boy. And just like that, he'll get the kill as well. He was risking it just to die pretty much, just to keep that bomb active, and just like that, 2-2 in that scoreline between these great two teams.
I mean, the time was already past that point where he could get that defuse, but Naked, he was about to run out of ammo. He was like, you know what, I'm going to push this. Then he realized he had no ammo, and then he, you know, as you see there, he got taken down, quite embarrassingly enough. But, I mean, it's still going to be a round to them. That's going to bring the scoreline into a 2-2 margin, and that is going to now be a Mindfreak on the attack. And once again, I mean, we've seen 4 rounds being played now. Not one of them has Naked picked up this bomb here. Just seems like Octane isn't his map to do that. And he's going to be seeing if maybe if he can pick off that first player over on that blue dump. He's not going to even be checking that side, though. He doesn't want to push up too far aggressively. The one player is going to be over on the boxes outside of Motel, where you have the bomb carrier Fighter going to be checking everywhere on the bottom angle of things to try and go for this bomb plant. Now, did he see the legs to his right? He didn't, and that's unfortunate for him. It's outlined for us, but it was still clearly visible on his screen.
Oh, you know, it was obviously. It's just like that. He's going to try and push it on out, but Shocks this time. Now by himself, a little and lonesome. He's on the other side of the map. It's a 1v2 off that nice little nade, finding Izzy over on the bomb site. Sees one out there mid-street. Tries to pick up the kill. Can't do it. Does get a few tags. Does get tagged back for his efforts at the same time. Of course, Dens and Chilean's left up from the CurseAU squad. Here, left him in the round. 30 seconds, though, and there it is there. Chilean's on the opposite side of the map. Sees him cross them. Would have got the call to Dens no matter what, though. And just like that, it will be the Curse now team in the lead for the first time during this Octane S&D. So it was 2-0 at the start to the Mindfreak squad. They lost 3 rounds in a row. You've got to watch out. If Curse sort of keep the momentum going for them, Mindfreak could lose this S&D Octane.
They possibly could, and I'm not too sure if you actually noticed the minimap in that previous round. You actually had the 2 players that were alive from the team of Curse, actually on opposite ends of the map. We saw that in Sovereign as well, but it does seem to be working with them because they get all those crosses, they get the cuts, and they were able to pick off that kill, as you saw. Now with Curse's attacking round, you had Izzy actually cross over. The smokes were providing a fair bit of cover there as well. He didn't get taken down, and you know, now Chilean will actually drop, who was the player over on that B side. So lucky it was a good move there by Izzy, who actually rotated out early, but it is looking like he might want to go up there again. Shots were going out from the Curse team, but it doesn't seem like anyone's really been able to get any more picks since then. Of course, Mindfreak need this round to even up, and they do have the numbers advantage, but of course with that objective still needing to be planted, Izzy has 47 seconds. We'll rough it up to 40, of course, including that bomb time as well, to really make something happen.
Oh, he does. He's got his teammates that help him out, though, but, you know, like you said, it was a 2v4 situation. We're going to see Izzy just inside of bar right now, or receptionist, I like to call it. The bottom hotel, you know, there's a lot of call-outs for the one area these days, but right now that, Danson's now getting the call to push up a little bit, check the areas for me. Damage is still checking down towards this back of Broken, can't see anyone all the way through the garage there, and just like that, it's going to be a very slow more of a round. Shots are now coming out here behind the fridge. There's one player upstairs to hotel. Denson realise that he does. Shots going out, but can't finish a Fighter. Now 2v4 situation. Is they end damage? It's going to be now Izzy trying to head upstairs to find that one player. There he is waiting for him. He'll get the kill, but there's no time to make anything happen. All they've got to do is stay alive, and Buzz and Will is rolling around the middle part of the map pretty much. And like that, Mindfreak pick up their first round out of 4. Now making it 3v3 left here in that to still to play. Round number 7, but nice little kill cam there by Buzzin'.
Yeah, and this is a great rounds to see here. You know, it's only map number 2, 1-0, of course, in favour of Curse. For those just tuning in, they took out the S&D Sovereign, and 6-4 in that scoreline. Once again, this map it's going round for round. It's 3-3 at the moment. Both teams are halfway there to take out this map. Chilean gets the cross scope there, taking down Naked, but Shocks will take down Izzy in turn. Now you do have Fighter with the bomb once again. You're going to be seeing Chilean push on down over onto the strip tuck, taking down Buzzin, who was over on those Humvees, and of course he sees another one over on that mid lane, so he's going to get a couple of shots, backs off, now gets the call out at his teammates, going to try to pick that off, and we'll see if they'll actually be able to get that kill, because of course that is going to be Fighter, I believe, who actually was tagged heavily, but he decided to rotate around, try to go the long way back through the Dom spawn, and go around to try and see if they maybe can rotate over to this A side as Shocks takes down Chilean with the pistol.
Yeah, Shocks that pistol bottom strip just then. Fighter's like, oh, hang on, then I'll just chill back here for a moment. Might go back towards the B side of things. And you mentioned it earlier, you said Fighter was the one picking up the bomb, and this is the sort of stuff I was talking about during Sovereign. It's a player that usually wouldn't have the bomb, and this time now he does. And I have seen Fighter go it a few rounds in the past when I've seen these guys play, but it just seems every single round pretty much Fighter's now grabbing, which is sort of good in that aspect. It's keeping teams guessing, so to speak. But inside of gas station, there's going to Shocks will pick up Dan's. Well, he's going to try and check the bomb. The bomb is going down though, and Dan's will pick up Shocks out the front. The bomb goes down over at A though. Now it's a 1v1. Fighter v damage. It's all about who gets the right positioning, and Fighter will come in through the side door, back in through the gas station, and just like that, it will be the Mindfreak squad back into a bit of a lead, and hopefully getting closer to the 6 rounds for themselves to try and tie up the series at 1-1.
Of course, you can't look in every direction at the same time, and unfortunately he chose left instead of right, and of course right was the right answer. Now we're going to be seeing in this next round Curse on the attack. Who do you want to jump on board with, Bio?
On the attack with, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more out of Chileans here.
Alright, we'll jump on board with him as he's actually pushing over to this B side. You see 3 players from Curse actually rotating over to that side. Of course, aggressively, that last player has decided not to push up into those Humvees, but just stand back a little bit into strip and just see if he can hold that one out. The Mindfreak players don't want to really push too aggressively either, but you actually do notice 2 players over on that mechanic. You actually see 1 player pushing on down over to the Humvee. Shot's going to be going out. One's in bottom hotel as well. That's going to be 2 from the team of Curse, so that's going to leave Izzy and damage to make something happen. Luckily, Izzy had the bomb, though. He's going to be over on the storage, as you do see his teammate over on that top end of motel as well, but they still have 4 players to deal with. The bomb to be planted. It does seem like they might be rotating themselves over to the A bomb side, as Izzy is going to be checking over strip.
Yeah, of course. The 2v4 situation, he's got the bomb, so obviously that does help you out in some aspects, but up against the 4-player situation, it's not that much of that help. So you see Buzzin is watching towards this bomb side of things on that defensive. Shocks is out the front. He sees one there. It's going to pick up Izzy. Gets the call out saying he's around there somewhere up high. There's damage, but Fighter will do the damage to take him out in the end. And just like that, Mindfreak are 1 round away from tying the series up at 1 apiece, of course, with that 5-3 scoreline here on S&D Octane. They need to hit number 6 before the Curse squad make a comeback. But that said, just remember, it was 2-0 to start with, and then we saw Curse grab 3 rounds in a row. So just like that, Mindfreak will grab 2 rounds again themselves, but will they lose 3 again in a row, so then allow Curse to win at 6-5? We'll find out as these rounds go on through. Of course, with the attack again, it will be that squad of Mindfreak. Naked, not having the best of games at the moment, 2-5, but he's looking pretty heavy on this left-hand side push. Myksta, I think we should jump into him.
Yeah, he's actually going to have 1 player from Curse charging straight into his face. He's going to see him, and there we go. He's going to pick off the first blood of the round, make it 3-5 in terms of kills and deaths. Fighter will actually take down Dent as well. So once again, Curse are faced in a 1v4 situation. That's going to be damage, and this round will determine if his team will stay in this map or if they will fall defeated and evening up the series scoreline into 1-1. He's got the scope, and he's going to be looking over, of course, over into that B bomb site. But none of the players from Mindfreak are there. He's going to be watching the cross there, and he's right to do so, as you could possibly be be seeing 3 players, but he gets out of the ADS and he's going to be just looking over onto this B side. The players, all 4 of them, have crossed over, and now he's going to see if he can possibly try to react to it quick enough to make something happen, possibly over near store, as that's the only really opening at this stage. But the bomb is going to be planted. You see their fighter going to be putting that bomb down and damage 1v4. It's going to be a tricky road to take, but he's got the Remington, R5, and the scope. He could make it happen, but 40 seconds for 4 kills.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit bigger than ask right now, coming into these close-quarter situations where he's going to have at least 2 or 3 SMGs around the vicinity waiting for him. Just like that fight is just, dead set, ADS right into that entrance point, waiting and watching, and just like that you'll see him pick up the kill. He had 1 up to his right. He also had Naked out to his left-hand side, buzzing out back in that middle area. So these guys didn't really stand that much of a chance, so to speak, in regards to coming in to get that clutch situation. And just like that, it will be Mindfreak to grab that one on S&D Octane, 6-3 the scoreline, and overall 10-5 there for Fighter with 4 plants to his name. Big game. It's Shoutcaster 11-7. Was helping the teammates out there, buzzing on 5-3 for Naked to close that one out. But it's a good one. Next one though, we will of course be changing over to another map. It's going to be Warhawk this time, and again, a map that both these teams are known well for. The aggressiveness that we see at a Curse on their attacks, and then of course, that this bit of a different style from the Mindfreak team, as well as those strong stun checks from Buzzin that we all know to love from him, as he likes to push them out straight in the rounds just to test the waters, so to speak, and sometimes mix it up a little bit. But perhaps a bit of an ad break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, it will be game number 3 in the ASTRO League. Of course, it is Mindfreak, or Plantronics.Mindfreak, up against CurseAU here at 1-1 apiece.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the ASTRO League between Curse Australia and Plantronics.Mindfreak. Currently, the series score is tied up at 1-1. I'm Myksta, joined by Bioacid, S&D Warhawk, starting up now.
Yeah, of course, on the attack, it will be the Mindfreak team. Just scrolling through the players myself now, seeing what they're rolling with. You know, you see this bit of a standard R5 situation from Buzzin', but of course, Down Naked and Shocks are rolling with that as well. Let's see if the last moment, will they go for the change? Sometimes they like to mix it up a little bit there, and they'll just tease us until it starts. But Naked will be putting the R5 out, and they'll have to end it, it seems. Not too sure why exactly, but perhaps, you know, someone wasn't ready or the guys weren't set up right. Who knows? These guys will get set up and ready for that restart in a moment. Again, a little shout out to BetterBus, of course, for hosting this one up and allowing it to be in the one lobby. This back and forth changing stuff that, you know, obviously you have to take more breaks when that sort of stuff happens. We just gave a bit of a break during that one because we figured that these guys might want to get something to eat or drink as well, and at the same time it allows us to chill for a moment, let you guys rock out to the tunes, apart from Lawson, who wasn't happy with the music apparently, but tough luck, buddy, as these guys will get set up for that next restart. And of course, coming into S&D on Warhawk, let us know in the chat who you think will take out the Warhawk only. Not the whole series, we ran over that before, but Warhawk only. Who's it going to be? Will it be Mindfreak, or will it be the Curse squad? And who will get the lead in the series at that point, obviously, now that it is one apiece, with the Curse team picking up Sovereign at the start, and moments ago, Mindfreak grabbing out on Octane. But Warhawk here, Myksta, I'm sort of feeling that if Curse can do the quick pushes that I know we've seen them do time and time again, obviously, and that had them work, you know, I sort of feel that they'll get that one out, but at the same time, you know, if Mindfreak sort of catch Curse off guard for a round or two, then perhaps Mindfreak will pick up the rounds. But I'm going to tip Curse to take out Warhawk. I don't know why, I'm just feeling that maybe they'll pick it.
Well, I mean, if it's following the map-for-map trend, as was the round-for-round, you know, in the previous maps, then they'd be next in line to take out this map. But I'm actually going to go against that one. I'm going to be tipping Mindfreak to take this one out. I think they'll be able to get that two consecutive map in, especially on this Warhawk. But I definitely do think that it will go to a map 5 regardless. That being said, of course, we did have to end it just for clarification because Shox's controller DC'd, unfortunately, due to a dodgy playing charge kit, so they just had to end it quickly. They put it on a 30-second timer though, so we can speed this up along, and we're going to be seeing once again the Mindfreak team over on that attack, and be seeing Fighter, the one with the Vector, the other three with the Remingtons, of course. A couple of different attachments there with that, with Shox running the hybrid scope. But you know, with these two players, you know, you called Curse to take it out, but on the Mindfreak team, since they're on attack first, who should we be looking an eye on?
Oh, probably the Mindfreak with the attack first. You know, you sort of think Naked will be the bomb carrier for the Mindfreak team in that regards, but at the same time, it's again mixing it up. And this is what I was talking about earlier. And I'm really happy to see it more often right now. You know, in the past, Mindfreak would just sort of dabble in a certain player else grabbing the bomb, but now they've done the smart thing. You know, they've mixed up a lot more often, and more players are, you know, running that OBJ side of things to try and allow someone else in their team, you know, really changed up their style. And just like that, Naked is the one doing that. He's just sitting back in their spawn with an R5 out, usually an SMG player for this map, and is waiting for these guys to come to him while the rest of his team push towards that B bomb site and get that bomb down.
And it was actually Buzzin' the one who actually put that bomb on the ground. Naked will actually take down one over on the flank, as you mentioned. And the whole Curse team were actually over on that A side, or at least 3 players anyway. They thought it was going to be an A side push, and unfortunately they were wrong. Ize now the last one up, and he's actually going to be over on side fencing as one on the 18-wheeler to deal with. Now one's coming through the mid-map. He'll take him down as well from a 1v4 to 1v2. He's already halfway there to his clutch. Of course, the defuse needs to come into play as well. One's going to be a backfire. The other one's going to be on loading. He pushes straight past, and he's going to be going on the bomb itself. These players haven't checked it.
Oh my god!
Oh, Shox just saw him there, and he'll be able to pick off that kill. But I was getting worried for a second for Mindfreak. I thought they were going to let him slip on past. Luckily, Shox just checked over to the left side of the unit. If he was just watching over the cross side, that could have been a ninja defuse.
It really could have been, you know, and again, it's one of those like, odd timing. Like, I saw, thanks to Oracle mode, as they pushed in towards post, Shox was outside in the back unit. He went into barn as he went into post pretty much, so they sort of missed each other, and then as he went in, like, Shox came back to Ute, and again, they didn't see each other, so one of those things that COD timing, at its best pretty much, can sometimes be at its worst for you. And just like that, you're going to see now Mindfreak buzzing on my screen at the moment. He was just going those long nade checks over towards A on the attack, though. It will, of course, be Curse who want to try and get A, but I don't think Buzzin' got a tag at all with those nades, so perhaps he's sort of feeling that maybe it's a bit of a split push. They're not too sure. They've got players all over the joint, but they'll have to watch out in case one does try and work a flank. Now, that would be Shox, who would do that at any point. as he will come down past that water tower perhaps, but he's just chilling back there for now. Still, no one getting dropped after almost 40 seconds here. Finally, a kill goes out. There it is a on Fighter.
He was actually hesitating over that bomb site. He actually rotated back over into American, and then he saw the play on that back tree line. Now one's going to be over the bomb. He should be able to get this one as well. No! Naked goes and contest, push right up into his face. We got buzzing over onto the breach point there, and he will now be a 2v1. Damage will take down one, so now it's a 1v1 situation. Damage taking on Shocks. The bomb is down over on American, though, and of course 30 seconds remain, but Shocks has rotated all the way back into the bar. Now he didn't check damage as he rotated down, but let's see if he'll actually, what both players will do here. You got, of course, Shocks with the Remington, with the hybrid. You got damage with the bomb in hand, also a Remington in hand. He's going to start getting that bomb plant to his name. Now Shocks is going to be trying to check this through the porta truck. Nade's going to be possibly going out as well, but damage is already pushed on back into American, so they won't get any tags, but he pushes straight out into Shocks' bullets, and it'll be an easy round for the team of Mindfreak.
Yeah, now again, that timing, it just didn't seem to work in Curse's favour. That time again, it was Shocks who was left up and coming out with the round. 2-0 now at scoreline becomes, and Shocks at the moment on a 4-point streak. He's 4-0 overall. Fighter gets you on the board though, 0-2. Conrad, he and I usually speak sometimes after events, and Fighter's sort of there as well, and they're like, oh, why don't you watch as much as Shocks? I'm like, well, you don't do it, not Fighter. And Shocks is just proving that for me, 4-0 compared to your 0-2, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
What's going on?
It's all the difference right there. The 4 kills, 0 deaths to the donut right there is basically the comparison. But
that's my reasoning from now on.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good point to make every time you can just rub that into his face. But you're going to be seeing the Mindfreak team as they try to push over onto this B. So you actually have one player watching that flank as per normal, and that is actually going to be Naked, which isn't so much normal, but still buzzing once again with the bomb. He's going to get that bomb down. 2-0 currently is the map scoreline to the team of Mindfreak, as the bomb has been planted quick and early. Still no one to drop so far in this round. You got Izzo over on drugs, damage with the scope over mid-street, Chilean over on towers, and you have Dens being able to take down Shocks. Last player, of course, over on that side. A gate alley spots one going up into the loading steps there. Of course, the player over on on towers will get dropped. That was Chilean, and there you go. Dens will also fall as well. So Izzo in a little bit of a tough situation once again. This time a 1v3 though, as players are hovering over on this bomb site.
Yeah, the courts have happened just then, though. Buzzin will pick him up, and 3-0 at the moment to the Mindfreak team. I sort of thought the Curse could perhaps catch him off guard here, but Mindfreak stepping up and getting 3 rounds in a row for themselves. Fighter also stepping up during that round as well. After what I said, he's now 2-2, picking up 2 kills in that single round. So thank you for that, Fighter. As we'll see now here on the attack, of course. Back we go with the Curse team. And just scrolling through the players myself, damage once again with that. Oh, he did the USA, put it away. Time to try something else. Izzo rolling straight across. Oh, has he timed that perfectly? It seems like he has. The stun check did not hit him at all. Here and straight on in. Out comes the smoke. In goes to the plant, but watch out for the aggressive push for one player. There is their Fighter coming straight on out and grabbing Izzo as he went for that bomb plant. There is a second one on Chileans. Can he get a third? He knows where one person's back there in the barn.
You actually have damage over on with the scope, trying to look at that one out, and unfortunately just wasn't able to spot the 2 players that were pushing on down for that. And of course you do have Dens being alive as well, but he's all the way over on that top, so there's not really much help to damage here to provide a little bit of cover fire. And you actually have one of the players from Mindfreak there as well. Now with the bomb being down at B, the team of Curse in this number situation, they don't really have much of a choice because they need to focus on these kills, and then they need to focus on that B bomb specifically. And they have 2 players actually pushing on up. One player will go climb up the ladder. That'll be damage. Oh, so close to being able to pick off that kill, but Dens now in a 1v2. He's got Buzzin and Fighter left to deal with. Of course, a Remington in his hands as well, as is generally seen with these bigger maps. But 25 seconds remain. 5 seconds for that plant. 2 players alive. Will he focus on the kills, or will he try to go for the objective? Of course, the objective is going to be hard with 2 players watching it. Time is ticking, and one player's going to now poke that, but Fighter, he timed that perfectly. Let's see from the round in the kill cam, because it seemed like he just knew exactly where it was coming from.
That's also an ace from Fighter there in that round, so really stepping up his game after that 0-2 2 rounds ago. Picked up 2 kills in the round before, 4 just then. The Fighter, way to prove me wrong after I called you out, son. He puts a bit of a show on there, but it was on the defence, so we weren't watching you that much, really. We only saw you in the kill feed. That's my reasoning again for that one when he asked me later on, why aren't you watching me? Why don't you call this? Well, that's why. As we're here with Buzzin, though, this time with the bomb, and now they're pushing out very aggressively again. I'm going to jump to the ball to Fighter, though. Fighter's coming out, swinging up here. He tries for the second one, can't do it. He picks up Izzo, though, in that trade-off. So 1 for 1, there and they go. 3 players left for each here in the round, and it's going to be Mindfreak sort of looking for that 5th round in a row here now on their attack on Warhawk.
You see Shocks over and loading. Of course, the nades came out from the back of Medic. They were rather from the front of Medic. You're going to be seeing him in a little bit of a bad situation, getting shot on the side, but he's able to just hide it in the corner. Unfortunately, will drop shortly after. So Naked now is the last one up. He sees one in the mid street. He'll be able to take down that first kill. Of course, with the bomb being down at B as well, you know, the players know that he's over on that top area. Not exactly, you know, in terms of specifics, but, you know, they know he's on that side of the map. Now he's going to need to rotate back. So Curse are just being able to just set up and you know, try and just watch over that bomb site. Maybe they know that the bomb has been dropped, of course, generally, you know, figuring that the bomb has been planted there by Buzzin, and Naked's been watching the flank. But still, this could be Curse's first round. It is odd, you know, the favorites are, you know, in favor of them to take this one, and Naked's going to go ahead and pick up the bomb, getting shot in the back, and that Curse take their first round on the board to make 4-1. Still in favor of Mindfreak, though. Mindfreak, 2 rounds in comparison to Curse's 5 to take out the map. I mean, odds are in their favor.
Oh, they really are, obviously. You know, if you're a mathematician, you would be, you know, and a betting man, to say the least. You're definitely going from that point of view with Mindfreak right now. But at the same time, we have seen teams, time and time again, especially a team like Curse, do that whole, you know, come back out of nowhere. But against a team as good as Mindfreak as well, you know, it's sort of a harder ask than most. But Curse on that attack once again. These guys have more or less just given up on that A side. They're once again going towards B. Dento on that flank watch side of things. Ooh, in comes that nade, almost killing him. Does him very much so though, and damage high nade out towards back of Water Tower towards 10 there to try and find someone, but does not. Still no one getting taken out here in the round. 25 seconds gone. Out go another nade check now from Chileans up towards Water Tower. Doesn't find anyone. Goes for the wall bang. One person in the open picks him up though. Fido was jumping and out trying to see if anyone was putting that bomb down. I wonder if Chilean will also check towards Water Tower here, because there's also one player in there, but watch out inside of that back 10 too. Someone's in there laying around waiting for these guys to peek and poke on out, but now the round's slowed down a little bit here, Myksta, with only Fighter being dropped so far.
Yeah, I mean, the Mindfreak players, they don't really want to push on out to get taken down so early, but Chilean's going to be pushing for that play. Is unable to get the tags on to be able to clean up that kill. And I actually did notice at the beginning of this round, they sent both Damage and Denz, I believe, over onto that A side, but they didn't push. They were playing very, very passive, and then, you know, you had Damage rotate down. Now, Ize will get dropped, and you'll see his team actually pick up that kill. Chilean taking down Shocks, and you have Damage over on the bomb as well. He actually managed to get out of there in the nick of time, planting that bomb as he goes past. Den's going to be just trying to wrap around as well, get stuck over on that corner, but he's going to be working the flank. And this could be crucial for Curse right here, because no one's really seeing him coming. He's not really going to be poking to his left though, and the players are just charging straight on out. He sees one though, the callouts will happen. He'll see another one on loading, and they haven't spotted him, but he'll get tags. Unfortunately, he fails on the kill. Now the warding shots have been fired. They know where to look, and they still have to deal with Damage though. They're fighting a battle on 2 fronts. Buzzard will get dropped though with Damage, and the scope Naked will also fall. And you know, Curse, I was being a little bit worried for them at the moment, because they had a perfect opportunity. It didn't really go as planned, but they were still able to clean it up in the end.
Yeah, and they're trying to do what I stated, but again, you know, still with that advantage on the Mindfreak side of things here, with 2 rounds needed compared to the 4 that Curse do need to try and pick this one out. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw an A push here from the Mindfreak squad. As I say that, out goes the A push. And Naked with the bomb, they rotate back to that Buzzin will be doing the old long checks out towards the B side, a bit of a flag watch, your pro push towards Pharmacy if not Tarps. And just like that, you're also going to have Naked now pushing up. It's going to be a trade-off in the background. Shocks getting dropped, damage from the Curse team as well. Bomb will go down, it would seem. Dance picks up Fighter in the background now, a 2v3 situation. Buzzin here at Tart, watching mid, sees Chileans on Chileans. Gets the kill on him, down goes Naked as well by Ize. And the bomb will get defused by Denz. All team players doing a bit of work there, and that'll be the round 4-3 here now, Myksta. Getting a bit closer.
It definitely is, and I mean, Denz was the one to get that defuse, so he's now on a 5 streak, just itching towards those support streaks for himself. And I mean, it's not quite tied up, but it's getting very, very close, considering that Curse had, you know, 0 rounds a couple of rounds ago, and Mindfreak are really just letting something slip, and Curse are definitely showing up. Now, Curse does seem once again Dent and Damage going to be going over to this A side, just in case the team of Mindfreak do swarm that. Maybe the callouts to happen to rotate, which does, as you see, the Mindfreak players, they're swapping it around, whereas Curse, they've done the dupe and they're going B.
Oh, they are, and they're going to try right now. And this worked for them 2 rounds ago on their attack as well. Dance is watching that A side, sorry, down that A straight, while the rest of the team pushed out towards B. Now, the smoke, you know, they've usually gone in when the smoke has been up. However, I think this is a smart play. You know, they're chilling back, waiting for that smoke to waste. Oh, big high nade going out there. Doesn't roll where he needs to go, though. Fighter will pick up damage in the background, and they're going to watch out now. With Dan's watching mid and Chilean inside of loading here. They know they've been spotted. Ooh, he's inside of the trail. It's a bit of a risky spot to be when you've got two ARs breathing down your neck up behind him there. But Dan's still watching that mid cut on the flank. He did speed on him. He will spot him coming around the back street there. Was naked, tried to be a bit sneaky, and just like that. Now it's fighted by himself as Chileans picks up Buzzin in the background. 1v3, 25 on the clock. He won't go for the wall bang, but the bomb has been taken out and around towards A. They'll have time to put that down while the distraction by Chilean goes down. But just like that, Myksta, 4 rounds now in a row by the Curse squad. Can they do it?
I think they might be able to. I mean, I think your prediction might come to come into play here because Mindfreak had such a big lead, and then they've just been losing it round by round. You have Deads on a 6 streak right here, and from that round, I mean, they got the early pick as well. They were able to have numbers. They just weren't able to get that setup going strong for them here. They're going to be, you know, on this attack. Mindfreak, they're going to need to get this next round. Otherwise, I think it's going to be map over for them. That being said, you know, you're going to be seeing Buzzin with the bomb, so they reverted back to that. It seems only A pushes here on Warhawk that Naked will pick that up, and he's in actually a perfect position because one of the players from Curse is going on the flank. He spots him. He'll take him down and ready now the numbers in favor of Mindfreak. Buzzin just dodges a nade here. Trophy system are out to try and protect him from that in the future. One's going to be in Medic, one's going to be in Towers, and one's going to be in mid-street for Curse. Naked still hasn't moved from the spawn.
Yeah, now talk about that timing you're saying. You saw Chileans waiting for Buzzin. He knew he was there. He knew he was going to poke out sooner or later. And they finally did it. Now, Thermal, Chileans does have the Thermal, so he can't check the bomb, but they're shooting in the wrong direction. They have stuck in there. All tags, he retreated. It was Naked, or not Naked, sorry. It would have been Fighter who retreated back into that area as that bomb did go down. Now it's a 3v3 situation. You know, Fighter Shocks and Naked on the defensive side, checking the bomb on the flank though. Dens comes around. Naked there, pre-fire in the corner. Naked gets dropped by Dens as well. Shocks down to 1v2. Dens and Dizzy both still up and alive. One should go for the defuse while the other one goes for the distraction. And Shocks will see him, picks up the one. Has he gone for the defuse? He hasn't. He's going to challenge right now. He's got 13 seconds left. There won't be enough time to get back to the bomb, I don't think. No, there won't. He's going to be cutting it very close, but just about 0.82 short, I think. So, just like that round, he'll still go for it, though. So, efforts to him, but, oh, what did I say? That it was very close, actually. Probably less than 0.8, probably about 0.4, maybe too much, but just like that. Now, the first round out of 5, it's going to be in favour of Mindfreak after 4 consecutive rounds that team of Curse picked up. So, you know, can Curse pull out 2? That's all they need. They just need to stop Mind from going 1 more.
Just one more round out of the next 2 to come, and it's just like we saw on map number 1. You know, it could be a 6-5. So far we've seen a 6-3, we've seen a 6-4. I want to see a 6-5 here. I want it to go to that round 11. We have Curse on the attack though. I'm calling them to go big here and take out this round. You have Izzy just going to be sitting back, sort of just hanging low there, as Dent actually has pushed up really aggressively over on this A side. The team of Mindfreak have actually sent 2 players to watch over on that 18-wheeler just for the beginning of the round. Now that player will rotate. That could have been Curse's opportunity to actually push on forward, but they're playing it slow themselves. You actually have run outside. Chile needs to check that, but no, he's going to rotate behind post, and that player from Mindfreak has gone on in. Can he get the kill? No, he won't. He will fall. And right here, that player from Mindfreak, let's see who it was. That is going to be Fighter, still recovering from that gunfight, but they've gotten the numbers advantage, and this could be them closing out this round.
It could be, but right now they've still got a little bit to go. Obviously, 3 players is still an effort to take out, as it'll be, of course, Izzy on my screen with that bomb. Go check post. That nade will come out. It'll actually hit him, but doesn't kill him. I'm not too sure if Izzy will be happy about that, though. A point-blank nade, not doing what it needed to do. Dan's now in by himself in a 1v3. He's at a solid game. He's on 10 and 5, but he's still up against 3 big players there from Mindfreak. And just like that, Buzzin will be at the final kill, but Fight at 11 and 7 finishing up. So he was 0-2 at one stage. After that ace, the game sort of turned around a bit for him with an 11-7 finishing off. But Dan's also a big game for him, 10-6 from the opposite side. But it'll end up 6-4 to the Mindfreak squad. Now they're up 2-1 in the overall series. But big games to both those teams, of course. You know, it was Curse on that comeback. They had 4 in a row. They needed 2 more, but Mindfreak said, nah, that's enough. We're shutting this one down. And just like that, they're in that series lead, heading into game number 4, Myksta, on Freight.
Yeah, again, that's going to be map number 4, S&D on Freight. And keep in mind that normally in a 4v4 rotation, you only have 4 S&D maps. But because we're playing S&D only, we needed a 5th map, and that is going to be Strike Zone. Now, a lot of these players don't like Strike Zone. Fair enough, but it is map number 5. So if it goes down to it, and you have to be decided on Strike Zone, where the map that these players realistically haven't played at all, it's going to be an interesting one. And Curse, they need to take this one out because, you know, Mindfreak, they only need one more map out of the potential 2 to come up next. But Bio, I mean, you called it Curse to take out this map. Unfortunately, you were wrong and I was right. But map number 4, who do you think?
Well, Freight, you know, a smaller map, more of a run and gun style. However, you know, recently Mindfreak's run and gun sort of style has improved in my eyes. You know, I've always sort of seen them more of a you know a map control sort of team instead of just run and gun. But you know, recently it's changed a bit more in my opinion. So I think maybe Mindfreak could close this one out here. You know, the 3-1 scoreline. Again, for those that are actually also just tuning in, this is an S&D only matchup. So game number 5 will be Strike Zone. You know, it's up from the official MLG rule set when you're doing S&D only. And the best of 5, the number 5 is Strike Zone, just to keep that, you know, the rotation alive so you're not playing the same map twice, so to speak. So that's what it'll be. So if it has to happen, it'll be on a map that, like you said, it doesn't really get played at all in regards to the competitive side of things. It's really just more a public one. But as well, you know, I'm sort of feeling that perhaps Mindfreak could close this one out. That being said, Curse, you know, the momentum's still there. They were down by 4 rounds. They then picked up 4 in a row during the one on Warhawk. So a round or 2 in this one early off might really help, you know, keep their spirits up and alive to take it to game number 5 and pick up the $2,200 for first place. Of course, $1,000 for second. Those are the wondering. So that is the prize money in total, $3,200 going up for grabs here in the ASTRO Circuit S&D only league. This is the grand final between Plantronics.Mindfreak and CurseAU. But right now, Myksta, you know, I'm sort of feeling that Mindfreak might be able to close this one out here and make it 3-1, unless Curse can pick up 2 rounds before Mindfreak get, like, you know, to 3 or 4 rounds. I sort of feel that's how it's going to play out, but these guys will let us know in time. Again, let us know in the chat. People still put some tips in there just to see what's happening, and let us know if it'll finish up 3-1. Still people saying 3-2 towards Mindfreak. You know, I think overall, most tips have been to Mindfreak, but we have seen some coming from Curse there as well. But, you know, obviously, it's, you know, a team that's been as dominant as Mindfreak has been over the last 2 years. You sort of think that, yeah, maybe this is the team to put your bets on. But again, you know, Curse are a strong team, so we've got to keep that in mind at all times coming into this. But quick little mention, I guess, you know, we do share the whole scene, I guess, down here. So tomorrow night, of course, is the ACL Ghost League happening, Mike. So I don't know if you're heading over to there to do it again with in Maniac or not. Yes, no?
Undecided at this stage.
Undecided?
Not too sure if I can make it down due to work, but We'll see how we go.
But that's tomorrow night, kicking off at 7 p.m. as usual for the first match and 8:30 p.m. for the second. In regards to the series, you know, you can find that all if you follow the @ACL Pro Twitter. You'll find them online. Also, if you're in the Sydney, you know, we mentioned this via tweets, it was happening over the weekend, but if you're in the Sydney region and you want to get into casting or something like that, contact that ACL Beware. Let him know, because they are looking for some more Sydney-based casters just to come into their broadcasting office and help out during the, I believe it is Tuesday, Thursday night broadcasts. Yep. And, of course, you know, probably during maybe a 2K series here or there on the Sundays when that happens. One happening on the 24th, I believe it's my sister's birthday, so if they need me, I'll be around. But at the same time, you know, I'm thinking maybe they want to try and do it via their office as they normally do now, and just utilise that space as much as possible. Obviously, otherwise, as Beware has said, it's sort of pointless to have if you can't utilise the space. So yeah, you know, hopefully Mike will be joining Maniac there for the whole day, perhaps on the Sunday, and doing that one. But again, might be undecided this time. But let us know. Let them know as well. People saying I'm down to cast, but again, you know, if you're in the area, only if you're in the area, don't just say, yeah, I can cast, I can talk. You've got to be good, you've got to be fluent, you've got to speak English, or a variation of it, like I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't say yours is the best either. Just kidding. But, but seriously talking as well, on that topic, even if you're not in Sydney and you are interested in casting, feel free to hit me up. We're always looking for more casters here on CyberGamer as well. And I mean, even if you are interested in the ACL thing as well, and you are in Sydney based, if you contact Beware and you do get accepted into that, we're more than happy here on CyberGamer Xbox to put you through a casting grind and get you more experience basically ASAP. And you know, we have competitions basically every Wednesday and Sunday, as you can see here during the week as well. I mean, we had some, you know, yesterday's ODC see we have today's Astro League finals. Tomorrow we have our third place match. Then Wednesday we have our midweek. So there's plenty of competitions for you to jump in on if you are interested in that sort of experience and that sort of grind up, as a lot of people like to call that one, the casting grind. But we are just waiting on these teams to start it up. I believe they are good to go. I think they're just waiting. The host is just waiting confirmation for both these teams to actually start this one up. And back on to the overall game itself. You did mention that Curse needed to get one or two more rounds, and to maybe sort of come back. And that was your prediction personally. I mean, I definitely think that Curse will maybe try to come back in this one. The same concept goes for me. Trying to get an early start in, trying to get one or two rounds earlier on to just try and get that momentum going. That being said, I guess I'm a little bit biased towards the fact that I want a map 5. But either way, I mean, the predictions are prediction, and I think we should be good to start it on up, hopefully.
Yeah, speaking just as well as touching in regards to casters for CyberGamer people, it's come a long way. I was sort of reflecting back myself today when I did those tweets out and some stuff that I was sent, and it sort of made me reflect on back when I first started casting. I never thought to be where I am today. I've been lucky enough and fortunate enough to travel around Australia multiple times casting. I've been lucky enough to go international to casting as well, not just locally to New Zealand, but also to America COD champs. And I've had other opportunities presented to me too, just from where I started. I hopefully one day Myksta as well will be able to do that, because the simple fact that he's put so much effort in and time, and other people like Curry as well. The people that have put the time in, try to sort of help the scene grow, but at the same time didn't actually set that in, didn't actually have that in mind, so to speak, when they first started out. And I think that's probably more Myksta than Curry. I think Curry always does want to try and get over that international side of things, and that's fair enough. But I think Myksta first got into the casting side because no one else was doing it for CG at the time. I was pretty much phasing out. And, it's just one of those things that you sort of be grateful for. So, if you haven't casted before and you sort of feel that you might be okay with it, then give it a go. Hit up Myksta, as you said. They're always looking for more casters on the CG side of things to try and grab some more. I think these guys did start it, but they're not too sure whose team to go on. But yeah, definitely try and give it a go. You may not get accepted by the community, so to speak, but at the same time, you don't know unless you try it. It's just simple as that. You can't. It's like people say you can't win the lotto unless you buy a ticket. It's just that simple. So definitely hit up Myksta if you want to try out and just give cast with CG, because Myksta does so many streams all the time. And often than not, he's in there by himself, just talking the whole time because he's got no one else joining him. And I sort of sometimes feel bad, but at the same time, I work hard, so I want to enjoy my time off during my weekends and all evenings and all that sort of stuff. So that's my reasoning for it. But it was just me thinking as well when you hit me up tonight, Myksta. It's like, yeah, when was the last time I casted for CG? I couldn't remember myself when the last time I did a CG thing was. I think it was just before
casting together as well.
Yeah, I think it was just before I went to champs. I think I hadn't casted for like 3 months, and I had to get something under my belt. It was meant to be New Zealand, but I actually did my leg in. So before champs, I jumped in for like 2 or 3 matches with you during a CG thing. Wow, so that's how long ago it was. It's a few months ago now. So it's just one of those things that
and I think before that was admins versus refs.
Yeah, it was in October or November last year.
For you and CG in terms of our casts.
For those asking, in September, no, I'm not coming to NZs. I actually will be going. I haven't really announced it yet, but I will be at the EB Expo the following weekend. I'll be there for 3 days at the EB Expo. Most likely in the. I'm not really sure if I can say that much more at the moment, but yeah, I'll be at the EB Expo at the moment, and I'll be there for 3 days. So sadly, I can't get to New Zealand the weekend beforehand. That being said, I'll probably be maybe asked to do the ACL Grand Final for their league that's happening, because that's on the 28th as well, which is the same weekend.
Yep, the
Saturday. So yeah, it's a Saturday or Sunday, I think. On the might be a Sunday, maybe. I think.
Saturday.
100%. I'm not too sure. Anyway, it's one of those days. It's the same weekend that lands on in New Zealand. So Saturday I can't be there because I might have to do that, but at the same time, I've got the next weekend off, so I sort of have to be around where I live for the work side of things. But here we go. Enough of us dribbling on for a while now. We're into a match finally, and it will be Curse on the attack.
Potentially the final map here as well, so remember to tweet out the stream and just break that 200 milestone that we've been waiting for. And of course, you're going to be seeing Dens with the bomb. So, you mentioned about, the players picking up the same bomb, and for the first time, I believe, so far, Curse have swapped their bomb carrier. It's going to be Dens picking that one up. Ize will push on down and get that first kill, and you're going to be seeing them actually play really, really aggressive. Ize just continuing going on. He does get tags on, but he will get tagged himself. The nade, unfortunately, won't be able to actually pick off that kill, and his teammate with the bomb, Dens, is going to climb up through that underground passageway and just clean up the kill that Ize started on.
As we see there now, 2v4 situation. Fighter and Naked left on the defense. Naked was up top story of red. He actually just fell all the way to the ground, and there's like that. Damage with a two-piece to finish it off. He must have picked up Fighter as he was trying to poke across the middle part of the back part of the map, and there it is there. Good call-outs, good. And you would have heard Naked fall down in with dead silence. You know, he dropped in like 3 stories, so it sort of happens. You sort of still make a noise no matter what. That 1-0 scoreline now in favour of the Curse squad, and you know, if they can pick up 1 or 2 more rounds, I sort of feel, like I said before, they can take this one out. But you know, defense is a lot different to your attack.
Yeah, but at the same time, defense is a lot favourable to against that attacking round. I mean, you can, if you get a nice setup like these two teams would like to have, it is definitely considered more of a favoured round. But then again, teams, you know, it's each to their own, I guess you'd say. And I mean, Mindfreak with this attack round, they also play a strong attack as well. Fighter's going to have the bomb, and after that first map that you sort of called them out, they really seem to be liking to swap their bomb carriers. Naked will be able to get a nade kill there on Chilean, shutting him down, keeping him on the donut there, as damage will get dropped as well by Buzzin. So Curse only have 2 players up. That's Izzy and Denz, and up against the whole squad of Mindfreak.
And you'll see that now, of course, Fighter on my screen, hopefully on your guys as well, with that 2v4. Bomb in his hand, though, here for Fighter. Only kills on their side of things is Naked and Buzzin with 1 apiece. As Fighter makes a very slow push out, but you know, obviously hitting that gate lets everyone know where he's at. If there's someone in that vicinity, there is one player watching back there at B. They've also got one guarding the A side as well. As Fighter fully saw someone in the corner there, but it was just a dead body waiting for more some action to come his way. The call out happens. They know one, he's in the corner waiting for him. Will he poke? Oh, looked like he was about to. Decides against it. There's the challenge though. Fighter picks him up. Time for the bomb plant. As Izzy will have to make his way around and rotate to the bomb site.
He's going to have the bomb to be defused as well. He's going to pick up the first kill though. He's got 3 players left. He actually went over to the A-bomb, but he's still making his way around. Of course, the call-out will happen to where he is, and the player might actually jump on top of his head. He will, and Buzzin will be able to take that one down. So unfortunately, they won't be able to get those 2 rounds consecutively, like you mentioned, but they still got that first round. So if it continues going for a round-for-round basis, then that would definitely be strong. But both teams so far have taken out this attacking round for themselves, which actually makes me look a little bit silly, because sitting there I was saying the defense is favourable, but still. You know, anything can happen here. I'm just gonna put it down to luck there, but still, you know, we got the Curse team on attack, and who do you want to jump forward with?
On the attack side of things, you know, with Curse, I wouldn't mind going more with Denz, because Den has the bomb, and obviously usually Izzy with that bomb. So Izzy will be doing a different role. He's actually pushing it very fast. Let's change over to Izzy instead. He's inside of red right now. He sees one player inside. There is Naked. Pick up the first bite in the round. Oh, but he's been picked up by Fighter. The call-outs did happen. They realised the player did sneak on through. So back to the other side, you got Denz and Damage opening a brewery, still one of containers on a brewery, and Chileans checking out the underground. But right now they slide down. Here comes one though, and there'll be the kill on Shock. So he'll probably say, don't worry, he hasn't come out through. But Denz will make that push now for the bomb site. Oh, and there it is there. That's why Incog is your friend. Damage finds Fighter easily.
Yeah, and you're going to be seeing Buzzin with the scope and the Vector. So he's now going to push on down. The bomb has been planted. The side door over into fire will be closed. So he's going to need to rotate around. Oh, get knifed! The call-out happened, though. 100% he would have had to. There was a player watching that one down. You see Denz, you know, actually, no, his teammate was looking the other direction. So it was a little bit late to that, but he's going to get the knife anyway. And he just shuts him straight down, putting him straight into the dirt. And that's going to be 2-1. So they take the lead. They're continuing that round-for-round basis. And hopefully they can keep it going, but so far all the attacking rounds have been won.
As we'll see now, of course, round number 4 coming out with that Mindfreak team on the attack again. We're going to be Fighter, of course, with the bomb we see, and that scope out. This is taking his time here. Buzzin will push out of white. No, he decides against it. Decides to chill back for the time being, and the rest of the team will also slow the round right down. With Shock pushing out to this right-hand side, outside of red, making sure no one's going to be pushing there. Now, the defense from Curse, you know, sort of a standard defense side of things. We've got 2 on the red side, 1 in the mid, and 1 watching back. And just like that, Buzzin will find Damage, though. Take him down. They're making a 3v4 situation. 50 seconds left on the clock. With Fighter getting the call to make the push now up to the bomb side and get that bomb down.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing Buzzin, of course, with the R5 in hand. The bomb has actually been planted, so Sopo over to the Curse team as Izzy takes down 1. He's trying to get a couple of pre-shots over onto the bomb. He's going to get stunned as he tries to just skip on out of there behind red, and it is going to be a 3v3 situation. You have Denz just trying to get a couple of shots in through the train. He gets tags, but he won't be able to actually finish off that kill. And Naked takes him down! for a little bit of friendly fire. That wasn't meant to be done. And Fighter will take down Chilean, though. Ize takes down Naked. So Fighter's the last one up in a 1v2. He has one on top red. He'll take out that kill. He'll go for the reload. And will he now poke over onto the bomb? Of course, you have Dens not actually going for this defuse as of yet. Bats Dens. He played that one perfectly. He waited for the opportune time. And Fighter, he panicked a little bit because it was very, very silent. He thought he might have been going for that defuse.
And, you know, you are right. He sort of did time that perfectly. At the same time, Fighter did have to, he had to go out and check it. He had no choice, pretty much. Only if he was up to the second story red, perhaps it would have been a bit more of a better situation for him. But as these guys get set up for the next round, you know, Curse are creeping a bit more away here. They're 3-1 up. And this is what I said, you know, Curse had to be up at least 1 or 2 rounds and then it sort of allow them to get a bit more momentum there before Mindfreak shut them down. And right now, if they can keep this going, then yeah, I can see them taking out Freight and taking us to that 5th decider map of Strike Zone for some S&D action, which I've actually never casted before on Strike Zone for S&D, so it'd be interesting to see as well, having to call that sort of action now. We'll see now, Buzzin picking up Ize there in the background, first kill of the round. At the same time, Den's on a 4-point streak here, only 3 kills, so obviously did not get the ace last round.
Yeah, they actually got that plant though, which is just as important. I mean, playing for that objective is definitely, you know, the main point here on this S&D variant. And you're going to be seeing damage just over on ground. Chilean just rotating through bottom bottles. Dens is over in bottom bottles itself. Since they lost Ize, who was, you know, as you've seen the last couple of rounds, playing really, really aggressive, they're sort of playing a little bit more chilled back. You're going to be seeing Fighter. He spots Dens as Dens spotted him. They're trying to get a couple of shots in. They will take him down, but no! Damage falls as well. The shots into middle connections will try to pick him off, but he won't be able to. Chilean gets naded here, gets tagged heavily, but he will try to still push on forward, of course, needing to pick up the bomb. Still has 3 players to deal with as he rotates around. There's going to be 1 player waiting through that green side, and they will take him down. That was Shocks. You're about to see it here on the round in the kill cam, but Mindfreak close up a little bit of the score difference, making it 3-2.
They do. Of course, that 1 round the difference now, getting it closer and closer. Perhaps tie it up, but can Curse continue on? Chileans need to get a few more kills, I think. 1 and 3 there at the same time. That being said for Shocks and Naked, 1 and 3, 1 and 4. Now 2 players from the MF team, Fighter and Buzzin, doing a lot of the backpacking right now with that one. Of course, those bags will be getting heavier and heavier. Lucky Buzzin does lift. As we'll see now here in the round, Fighter pushing very aggressively here with Shocks in the right-hand side. They've got 2 players inside of red that'll wait up and watch out for. As he'll poke in, he sees one there, goes to the wall back, goes to the double challenge, picks up 1. Here's a team skills damage. That's a 2-for-1 trade-off. Nice and lucky work there by Shocks as Fighter takes down Dens. Chilean's down by himself.
Yeah, he's going to be just poking on down, but he's going to get shut out by Shocks. And a nice play there by Mindfreak. So far in the last couple of rounds, we've seen 2 friendly fire incidents, which have really costed those respective teams that round. And you're going to be seeing there after this round in the kill cam the scores to pop on back up, and that's going to be 3-3. So from something that was looking favourable of Curse, you know, Mindfreak like, you know what, don't rule us out just yet, because they managed to get a couple of rounds consecutively themselves. The score is evened up, and both teams are halfway there to taking out this map. That being said, Mindfreak are up 2-1 in the series, so they only need this map, and they'll take home $2,200 and, you know, take out the first place here in Season 1 of the Astro League. Curse, they know this. They want to stay in this as much as they can. The shots out as, you know, Chilean took down 1, but Ize also dropped. So far, 3v3 situation, and Dens with the bomb. Yeah,
3v3 like you stated, mate. Naked and Ize from each team already out from the round. And again, Naked struggling here. He's had a great series so far, though. I'll give him that, but the 1 and 5 at the moment is not doing him that many favours. And we'll see now. On this side, Chilean doing a bit of a stun check there to make sure it was all clear. Dan's now poking inside here at red. Gets the call out. His teammates are pushing up and around. They might close and open a few doors along their way as they make their way across. You know, Damage is inside red here. Damage is in a good place to be able to get a bomb down there at A. But instead, Chilean decides just to chill back at the back here, watching out and around. And Dan's finally getting that bomb down while Chilean tries to distract. Watch out for a player, though, coming for the sneak. And there it is there. The bomb does go down, I think, though. Just at the exact same time as the kill went out, they traded off Dens for Buzzin, it would seem. Now a 2v2, Fighter and Shocks up against Damage and Chileans.
He was really fortunate that he was able to get that bomb down in time. Now, Damage, he did spot a couple. He'll call them out, and you're going to be seeing him just trying to hold that one off now. He does see one there over on the fence, and he'll be able to pick off the assist as Chilean takes him down, but he'll actually get dropped. So Fighter now in a 1v1. He will get taken down as well, and Curse now take the lead 4-3. You're going to be seeing here on this round ending kill cam. Chilean on the, you know, he gets the first kill. He rotates around. He gets the call out there from his teammates that, you know, just got taken down by him, and able to pick off the kill. So that was nicely played there by them. Curse just itching away slowly, one round at a time that these players need to be, focusing on. And I said it last round, but Curse, they could still be knocked out at the end of this map. They got to play everything from here on out, really to the best of their ability, and try to make it as less mistakes as they can.
Oh, fully agreed right there, but at the start of this round, it's not looking in their favour. Shock so aggressive out of the ranks, and we'll pick up Izzy and Damage to kick that round off for that Mindfreak squad. It's going, I thought I would have had that kill on Chileans from my screen, but Chileans got the kills out. There's some shots from Dens to pick up Shock, so he came fly past the doorway there. Dens and Chileans now, Chileans and Den. Oh, Dens is a bit of a firefight with Buzz in the bottom of Owens there as he poked on inside to say hello. Buzzer now up against Chileans. Oh, no, as I say that, it was Naked putting shots on him, and Naked was at the front there at power. Buzzer thought he may have seen him pushing out and around, that Chileans has actually managed to sneak out the back, and now is just waiting here for these guys to make a play towards him.
Of course, the player's going to be actually rotating around to spot him, and he tried to turn. I thought after Naked he missed the bullet there. He was about to get roasted, but it didn't seem to be the case. You see from Naked's perspective, the train just got in the way. That's all. He was just playing a little bit of a, trying to get your hopes up. As he picked off the kill in the end. That ties up the score once again. 4-4. So far we haven't seen around 11. We've seen it go down to around 10, but eventually a team is taking it out 6-4. It's happened 2 maps so far. Are we going to see a map 11 or round 11?
Well, we could. It's still possible, but at the same time, if Mindfreak pick up these next 2 rounds, it won't be happening. Round 11, sorry about the map, number 5 as well, but I'm sort of feeling that it's going to get very close to it, but I think one team will sort of get a breakaway here in a moment. These next 2 rounds, we'll find out though. Dens on my screen, still back Brewery there. Chileans just chilling out wide. Damage over here at Containers, and Izzy shooting that bolts and lock to try and come out from underground. But from the Mindfreak side of things, it's a very steady defense. This is what they need to do. They just need to wait for the Curse squad to push out and try and get that bomb down, because defending, that's all you got to do. Just wait for that time to tick on out and run out of time. That way you get the round anyway. My screens, no one's being dropped yet, and look at this time remaining, 34 seconds left on the clock. It's almost a minute gone here, Myksta. Still no one in the red apart from Metabus being the host. Right now, it's anyone's round.
It really is, and you have a couple of shots going out, but Shocks will take down Chilean for the first blood here, and of course, there is 20 seconds remaining, and that's not really going to be too good for the team of Curse, as Dens does get heavily fired. He needs to try and get this bomb down. His teammates really need to cover him here. He just gets in a perfect position. Damage takes down Naked. You're going to be seeing Fighter taking out the first kill there on Izzy. 2v2 situation as Fighter and Buzzin taking on Dens and Damage. They see another one. They'll be able to take down Dens. Now it's up to Damage in a 1v2. Is over at the outside of Red here, as of course the players from Mindfreak need to rotate back down to try and get this defuse, and they're really right next to each other. They could be lined up for a perfect double, of course, spreading out a little bit now, but he's going to pull out back the Remington with the hybrid scope. Smokes out. He spots one, trying to go for that. Shots are going to go out, but the player from Mindfreak contests him. That was Buzzin', and he'll get a couple of shots into the buddy after that, but that will now be Fighter getting that defuse, and actually noting Fighter as well has got 10 kills, 6 deaths, 2 plants. It is now on series points right here. Championship point to take out the Astro League and take home $2,200 from the end of this season. Can it happen in another 6-4?
Fighter has played 2 great games back-to-back right now after that Warhawk, and now here on Freight as well. With this 10-6 scoreline, Naked suffering, but I did state Naked has played good throughout the series. Izzy has pushed aggressively. He'll pick up Shocks, taking down 1. Fighter picks up Izzy to end off with that one. Making now a 3v3 situation here left in the round, and like you said, Mindfreak 1 round away from closing this series out, taking our first place in this first S&D Astro League, and of course that $2,200 for first, leaving the Curse team with the only $1,000 for second. Oh, Fire did spot one at the back there down mid-alley between Owens and Fire. Sides against for the challenge though, and just waits for the time to tick on down a bit closer and perhaps pick up a kill, 1 or 2 more before they put that bomb down. That goes the decoy smoke. Thanks to Oracle Mode, we can see 2 inside of the red building. No one really making a push though. Buzzin just chilling back outside, Naked just outside red here at Lumber. And checking all the normal places where players usually like to run and hide, but not finding anyone at the time. They're going to put that bomb down, and they will. Down it goes, and Fighter comes inside here at Fire with Naked as they get set up to defend.
Going to be seeing Curse now need to get this round to keep themselves in this map and in this series. Going to be having damage over on Red Dens. We'll pick off the first kill there on Naked. So only Fighter and Buzzin remain. Chilean on your screens will take down another one. Buzzin left up for his team. He spots one, but he will get taken down by another. And we're going into our first round 11 of the series. 4 maps in, but it could be the most crucial round of this entire series. Scratch that, this entire league so far.
Oh, really? The entire league?
$2,200 on the line. It could be the entire league.
It could be. As these guys get set up, though, for this next round. We'll find out what's going to happen in a minute and 25 seconds, because that's how long the round's left in. Of course, if the bomb goes down, it could take a little bit longer. 40 seconds on that clock, but here comes the first kill. Chileans with that aggressive straight out the gate to pick up Buzzin. Buzzin was caught off guard, trying to make that push out, and just like that, it comes a 3v4 situation. Of course, Curse now with that one player up advantage, but the round slows down as it has time and time again. You know, thanks to the wonders of Oracle mode, we see where these players are. Of course, the players do not. So I reckon we turn Oracle mode off in case it is on, and we just make it like that, so we see what the players see. We only get to see just that and nothing more. But right now, Chilean's checking towards that red side. Can't see no players there. Damage. Checking any nook and cranny he can for any little gap of a player. And Izzo pushing in the left-hand side.
He's going to be wanting to go over to this B side, of course, trying to get a couple of pre-shots in now. The team of Mindfreak know that they want maybe rotate over to this B side. There is one player on the bomb itself, and generally a lot of players don't actually check that one, but is primed to go ahead and go for possibly a jump shot over around the corner. He's going to be checking that right side first. Now he slides on in. Shots are going to go out. He will get dropped for one. Let's see if the second player will be able to get that one, and that will be our Shocks. Yeah, he gets the double kill. Takes down Chilean as well, so only 2 players left up. 2v2 situation because Damage takes down Naked. It's 15 seconds left. The bomb is down right next to the B bomb site, and you're going to be seeing Shocks still lying prone there, just waiting for someone to poke on out. One's going to be sees the shadow, but he's going to get dropped. Fighter, possibly to keep this alive for them. They're going to need to instantly go for this plant. If he just stops this could be it. He's going to pick up the kill. There's not going to be enough time. He's going to back on out, and that'll be Fighter winning the ASTRO League for the team of Plantronics.Mindfreak. Wow. 6-5 there. He was able to stop that defuse from happening. You see it here on the round-ending kill cam. You see he just saw the bomb off the corner of that fence there, taking that one down, taking out the map, and making it 3-1, ending out that map 12-7.
You know, I question if he saw him there. Like, you saw him, like he went to the left as he came out, and I reckon the whole team would have been screaming, he's there, he's there, he's there. And obviously with that kill there as well, picking up the round. But a big effort there by Fighter. Credit to him for the last 2 games that he's finished up with. You know, he went big in both of them, finishing up there 12-7 with 3 plants to his name during the S&D on Freight. And of course, congratulations to the team formerly known as Immunity, now known as Plantronics.Mindfreak. You know, what a way to enter your organisation, I guess you could say. You know, now part of a new organisation, picking up $2,200 for first place. And, you know, just proving that you're still a great team to have. And obviously taking out the first ever S&D ASTRO Circuit League there. You know, it's a massive accomplishment, something you can add to the resume, so to speak, for the team. And these guys will be looking very strong to come out on top in any future comps. Obviously, I believe, like I said, tomorrow night we have that ACL side of things happening with the COD Ghost League from their side. Matches kicking off at 7. Not too sure if Mindfreak are playing tomorrow night or not. But as well as Curse, we're in that league too. And congratulations to Curse. You know, still picking up second place and $1,000. That's $200 per player, or $250 per player. Sorry. So congratulations to both of them. But you know, a hell of a game. Too bad we didn't see that round number 5, Myksta on strike. So it would have been something I think I would have enjoyed. Something a bit different, but at the same time, you know, it's good that this one finishes up just before 10 o'clock and I can get some sleep.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great series, and I think you're the might be the only one there who would have been actually looking forward to that S&D on Strike Zone. Of course, one of the main reasons why it is last, because the players don't really like playing it, but still, it was a crazy game right up until the end, and it was definitely well deserved by Fighter and the team of Plantronics.Mindfreak. Of course, actually coming out of pool play, they're actually second in their pool. Avant were actually leading that one. They took down Mindfreak when they were known as Immunity back in that pool play stage. Then in the playoffs, you know, Curse were coming into that first seed. They took out their pool undefeated. Then in round 1, these two teams were meant to face, but unfortunately, one team just didn't send times, and that was a forfeit to the team of Mindfreak. They advanced then into round 3. Curse then just fought their way back to reach up again into this grand final, and it was a hell of a series. But that is going to wrap up Season 1, or at least mostly wrap up. We still have our third place match tomorrow night, which will be at, I believe, 7:30. I'm not too sure if they will have a stream or not, but that is between the teams of Mega and For Not Eternal. They're playing off for $400. So, of course, a big shout out to Bio for joining me here in tonight's cast. It was definitely a pleasure casting with you once again, and I definitely do hope you enjoyed it. We do also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor here for the Astro League, being Astro Video Gaming Equipment. They provide some excellent gear, so be sure to go ahead and check them out. All the information is in the description below. You can find them by the big Astro logo there as well. And of course, remember to follow all of CyberGamer's social media outlets. You got our Twitter at CGXboxAU, our YouTube, youtube.com/CyberGamer.com.au, where the rebroadcast will be at, our Facebook, facebook.com/CyberGamer Network, and of course this Twitch TV page at the bottom left of the video. Of course, remember to follow my co-caster here, Bioacid. I'm Myksta94. That's it for tonight's broadcast. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, we'll catch you later.